Hi, and welcome to Stamp with Ginny. Today I'm going to share with you how I made this lovely thank you card using the Hugs from Shelli stamp set found in our beautifully wrapped box for June. So let me set this aside and we'll get started. Okay, I started this project with the flower stamp set and the early espresso ink that comes in the kit. And I simply took my full sheet of Whisper White and randomly stamped these flowers across the front. And you can put these as close or as far apart as you'd like. The idea is you're just filling the space and you're creating your own designer series paper like what came in the kit. Okay, once I've got that done, I brought in my Stampin' Blends, and I happen to be using the Mint Macron combo pack and the dark petal and the light petal, or the combo pack. And I simply did straight coloring with this. So I took my blends and I colored in a leaf or two with the light, and then went back and did a leaf or something that I wanted to highlight with the dark. And then I brought back in my light and I did the front flower here in the light and the petal here. And then brought my dark and did the back petals and this flower in the background. And I did that for the whole sheet, simply randomly coloring things. So let me show you what that looks like when I finished. Okay, here's my sheet of flowers, and I have cut this piece down to fit on my note card. So it actually measures 3 1/4 by 4 3/4 once I finished and cut. Okay, then I brought my thank you sentiment and inked it up with my early espresso, and I stamped onto the Mint Macron cardstock, and then brought in my story label punch, slipped it in and punched it out. It fits in there beautifully. And now I'm ready to assemble my note card. I'm using our note cards because they're a great value. Not only do you get 20 sets of card bases and envelopes in a package, but they're already pre-scored for you. So I'm going to take the piece of cardstock that I'm using as my background with all those beautiful little flowers, and I'm going to adhere that to the front here. And that liquid adhesive gives you a little bit of wiggle room if you don't get it centered right away. And then I'm going to take that sentiment that we punched out using the story label punch, and I'm going to add a couple of the dimensionals onto the back and remove those protective strips and simply place it on my card front where I would like it. Fold it and use my bone folder so that I've got a nice sharp crease. And if you want to, you can always stamp a beautiful little flower onto the envelope and color it with your blends also, just to coordinate and make things look cohesive. You do want to allow your early espresso to dry a little bit if you find it's bleeding. Dark leaf here, and I will do the light leaf in the background just to give it a different shade, and then I'm going to take my dark blends and do these flowers. There we go. So let me show you the original again. If you'd like any of these products, feel free to stop by my online store. You can get there from my blog, Stamp with Ginny. And if you'd like to try subscribing to Paper Pumpkin and get the fantastic kits in the mail, you can go to paperpumpkin.com to subscribe monthly, or you can stop by my online store to get a prepaid subscription and earn host benefits too. Thanks for joining me.